Now we ready to roll.
Inside the ManCave with Johnny Compian.
Game over, bitches.
Inside the ManCave podcast show. Follow me at Johnny Compian on Twitter. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Inside the ManCave podcast show. And you can also follow me on IG and Facebook Meta. I wanted to jump on here and just give an update on what's been going on. I know I've been kind of, not putting updates on the podcast, which I hate doing that. But there's been a lot, transforming, in my personal life and in the work life now. So I just wanted to pop on here and give an update on what's going on and talk about a few things that been going on since I haven't posted. Obviously, the NFL is still going on. We're going on to the championship game. The NFC and the AFC championship games this weekend. It's just been a lot going on. So I just kind of took a back seat and just let everything just kind of settle. Like you let the dust settle and you kind of evaluate what you have in front of you, right? And then you move from there. You move on and try to figure out on how to handle everything that's, in front of you day to day and in your personal life. So that's what I've been doing. I kind of just been just trying to figure out a few things. And so it's been good. It's been good to clear my mind and get away from everything. And give my mind a break from everything, the day-to-day things that we hear and see. A lot happens in life every day, right? So, I'm going to try to keep doing these podcasts and adding, more things as things kind of come together because I try not to plan so much. I want to do a podcast just to come out here and give everybody an update. If you follow me, I got 53 subs now, and that's awesome. I appreciate that. That is a good little milestone for me. And I appreciate everybody that subscribed to my channel and has been very patient with me since the beginning because I'm all over the map all the time. But man, it's awesome. 53 subs. Let's try to get to 100. And, little milestones by little milestones, we'll get the word out about this podcast. And maybe I'll add more people or another person or two. So, as that kind of morphs into something, I think it's interesting, doing these things like these podcasts. Because a lot of times I was, in the beginning, I started like putting stories together. I would hear stuff because I was working, on a show or producing a show. And I would always, hear a story or see something on Twitter. And I would hold on to it and then talk about it. So now it's kind of changed to where it's like now I come on here and I started streaming a lot. Last night I streamed on Twitch for the first time. So if you follow me on here on YouTube at Inside the ManCave podcast show, you can also watch this podcast on Twitch. If you're a Twitch user or a fan of Twitch instead of, YouTube, sometimes people do that. They like how it looks or they use it for gaming or there's so many platforms and, little areas that you can get into on Twitch. That's the cool thing about these platforms that are in front of us. I like it. I it's growing on me, and I'm starting to like it more and more. When you do things and you kind of have to force yourself to do it, then maybe it's not, for you. But I'm really liking this platform for a lot of reasons. Because you see other people do these podcasts about music, and that's what I try to do. I'll do stories on that and personal stories about my life, and I'll try to do more of that. Speaking of that, we're coming up on midnight Central, and I want to wish my brother Ismail a happy birthday. And he's in the West Coast. He lives in San Diego. So we're, ahead of time a little bit. But I'm going to send him a birthday wishes. I'm going to wake up at 2 in the morning. It'll be midnight. Or I'll still be up. And, try to call him, give him happy birthday wishes. And, if you follow me, you know him. So, give him a shout out, give him a birthday shout out. It's always cool to do that for other people. I try to greet people when I get a chance to, and it's cool to hear from, because I always have my stuff on private. But people find a way to reach you and be like, hey, happy birthday, this and that. And that's cool. When people still remember that, that's like special. So happy birthday to my brother. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Never stop dreaming. Keep following your dreams and stay strong. You've accomplished a lot in your life, so keep enjoying life to the purest. And I can't wait to see you again, and we can get some beers and jump on here again. He's been on this podcast over the holidays, and that was a treat. See what I mean? If you're a subscriber, you'll be able to see that and go back. Either way, you can go back on my list of videos. I've been doing shorts. I'm not used to all that. So slowly I'm catching on and trying to do what everybody else does. Videotape your food. Film yourself doing dumb things, and it'll catch on, right? But I digress for a second, and I want to get back to, why I enjoy doing this and why I'm liking it more. I think of everybody that we follow and that we grew up watching on TV, in music. It's everything that we follow and support in our personal lives. Sometimes everything just goes away, right? It just stops. It stops, I'm not getting any more updates, or it's just kind of weird. But there's other archives that you can watch. You can leave something for the viewer to go back and check out some of your previous shows, and for yourself too. You can go back and see how your first podcast, which mine was horrible. All of my podcasts, they're not they're not good at all. I'm horrible at this, and I don't mind saying that. It doesn't bother me. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to have the best podcast. I think for me, I'm just trying to leave it here and talk about experiences and day-to-day things that we go through, and just the people around you. I think that's very important for this kind of platform. So yeah, there's people who bash it and say, podcasters, this and that. You know what? I dig it, man. I dig it. I love it. I'm so glad that we get to do this, and things have changed. Years ago, you couldn't even dream about doing anything like Zoom or anything like that. So yeah, we're here, man. We're here, and we got to take advantage of this. So enjoy podcasting, do it yourself. I mean, I think documenting stuff and talking about your personal experiences are very important. I think they are. I really do. I mean, I love listening to other people's stories, and you know, because we all go through adversity in life. We do. We all go through adversity in life. And sometimes it's good to talk about that. Sometimes it's good to talk about going through adversity and trying to accomplish stuff in your personal life, and then coming out here and exposing yourself to whoever, your 53 subs or other people that are just coming by and watching your videos for a second. That's cool that other people are able, all over the world, are able to click on and watch, you know, what's going on inside the man cave here with me, Johnny Compian. And, you know, just to kind of spread your word and just get out of the little box that we're in, you know, on a day-to-day basis. We get used to routine and things that we need to attend to in life. But also we need to talk about some of those things. There's so much going on in our country. Every day when you turn on the TV or you turn on your radio, you know, you're hearing this about, you know, disagreements on that, news, important things, weather, war, just so many things. And our minds are just like cluttered with all this. And we like, you know, we take it in, and some of us hold on to it and don't know how to channel that. So we keep it in, and, you know, I think that's kind of bad. I think letting everything out and talking about personal experiences, struggles, just everything that we deal with, I think needs to be, you need to let it out. Like, open the doors, man, let the air in. And I think that's great. That is great on doing this podcast, and people that do them. So, you know, I keep emphasizing that. You know, if you got a chance and you want to do that, there's so many people that are good at it. There's so many people that will come on here and they can lock you in for hours and hours. Anything that you do or say, people are going to be following and kind of listening and taking. Sometimes they'll take your advice, or maybe they just want to hear somebody else's opinion on certain things. And that's the beauty of this. Agree or disagree, we're able to do things like this. Before, you were only able to sit on a phone and call into a talk show and try to talk, you know, to a talk show host about a topic, and now you don't have to. You can voice your own. You can have whatever, like what I'm doing right now. I think that's cool. More people need to do that. More people need to be out there and doing this in different. We need this in different regions, and we need to learn from each other. And I mean, you see I just saw the other day on local news. There's a local TV station. There's two weather personalities. They're going to do a podcast. I think that's great. You get to see, not only you get to see them for a couple minutes, you know, during the afternoon or the morning, whenever you watch your news, you'll be able to go behind the scenes and listen to their personal stories and news and some more insight on what they do. weather or sports, whatever. That's so great, man. Everything has changed. Everything has changed in society. You go out and you see things. And life isn't the same. It doesn't. Everything feels different. Everybody I don't know. It's just my opinion. Remember this. It's my opinion, but it feels like we all look pretty lost. We see things. We go through things. People are losing friends and family members, and there's a lot of bad things that are going on. These mass shootings in 2023 are already up. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good. The direction that we've been heading the last few years, it's concerning and sad. So that's why I'll come on here and I'll try to be positive. And yes, I'm going to talk about things that, sometimes make people uncomfortable, or maybe they'll think I'm a sexist, if I'm talking about women, or, it could be about anything. So we're going to disagree and agree and on certain things. And sometimes, things are not going to fall the way that, we plan to on this show. And that's what I wanted. That's why I want it. I want you to chime in. I want you to email me. I want you to send me, suggestions on what do you want to hear. Do you want me to talk to people, certain people? What are you missing, when you listen to the radio or you listen to TV? What are they not, information that they're not giving you that you want? In San Antonio, or in Austin, or Dallas, or just any general question. I'd like to answer some of those questions if I could, and give you my opinion on it. Because I think there's a lot of different topics that, in sports, Cowboy fans, Texan fans, Spurs fans, Rocket fans, Maverick fans. It's all, we got it all. We have this platform where you can go and you can do all this stuff. That's what I want to get into. I want to get all around on a bunch of different topics. I'm going to try to reach out to one of my buddies. He's been a friend. He's a media guy, but he works in Dallas. He's worked in Dallas for a few years. And he's from, I think he's from Phoenix. I'm going to try to bring him on here. Very knowledgeable, very good-hearted, guy. I'm going to reach out to him and see if he'll come on and kind of chat. But yeah, I'm going to do more stuff like this. I got a lot of stuff figured out, on this technical side, because there's a lot of moving parts, behind the scenes here with cameras, and I got a board and microphones and Zoom, and so I got a lot of things that I've been working on, and I think they're ready. Everything is ready. Everything is set for me to send out a link, and then boom, you're gonna appear in the screen down here, and we can chat away. We tried to do that. What was it, last week with my friend Carlos? And I'm going to bring him back on here. I'm going to make it up to him because he's so good. He's a podcaster. And, I want to give him the proper time on here because, we had good dialogue in our last one, but I wanted you guys to see him on video. I got that fixed. I'm going to invite him back on, and we're going to do that. So look out for that. Look out for those two things. I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna be doing this list. Contact people, invite them on, or invite you if you want to come on and chat or spend a little time. Inside the ManCave podcast show. Reach out to me. I'll send you a link. We'll set up a time, and you can come on here and we can chat away about anything you want to talk about. I'll open the whole door to you. Here you go, man. I'll just answer whatever you're going, or if you don't want me to answer anything, I won't. I'll just sit and listen. I just want more input into this podcast from you guys. And I'm going to use the resources that I have. I think that will be cool. And I'm going to reach, and sometimes I'm going to try, and this is behind the scenes stuff, that I'm going to try to hit it out of the park at least once or twice for you guys. And that right there is asking for big interviews. And I'm going to try it. I think that not only will it help the channel, but to get more eyes and ears on this podcast, so we can have a bigger audience, and we can set up times so I can come on and stream, and you guys can catch me live. But yeah, let's do that. Let's get together and do that. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. 53 subs is really good, but I still can't live stream from my phone yet because YouTube has all these restrictions. I think you have to have 1,000 followers before you're even considered to live stream. I could be wrong. I don't know. I got to look more into it. But I thought you could have 50 and be able to live stream off your phone. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for stopping by. And, if you want to subscribe, do it. You know how to do it. Hit that bell. So whenever I'm doing something live on either Twitch, YouTube, or I'm dropping, podcast on Anchor and on Spotify and on Apple, and I'm all over the place. So there's no excuse. You can get me at the gym whenever you're trying to work out, or maybe you're out for a run or for a walk and you want to listen to something different. I appreciate it. Thank you. Tweet at me at Johnny Compian on Twitter. And you can also support the podcast show on anchor.fm/Johnny5150.